Hello, Happy New Year, welcome to 2024. This is Steve with Silbar Homes and John L. Scott Real Estate Spokane. I thought I'd give this quick video update as there have been some dramatic changes in the Washington state real estate laws as of January 1st this year, both for the buyers and the sellers. So I thought I'd take a quick moment and run you through a couple of the most important ones. So starting with the seller, the big change in 2024 is in the listing agreement and how compensation is discussed and agreed to. So first, what you're going to do when you sit down with your realtor and your listing agent like me is we're going to discuss compensation that you're going to offer to me on the successful sale of your house. Now that could be a percentage of the sale price. It could be a flat dollar amount, but that is something that we're going to negotiate just between you and me. Then we're going to talk about what you might pay or are going to pay the buyer's agent upon successful sale of the house as well. Now, a couple things here. In the state of Washington, compensation is not required for you to offer to a buyer's agent. So if you want to offer zero, that's entirely up to you. I would caution you though to think about this before you choose the zero number, because number one, if you are selling a home that might be a good house for a VA buyer, VA loans will not let those buyers pay any kind of compensation to their buyer agents. So in essence, those people are going to be working for free. Most likely they may not even show your house, and they may have it written in their buyer representation agreement not to show their VA buyers any homes that are not offering commission. Number two, you really want to think about how you're compensating that buyer's agent, because they are working for you in essence as well, bringing that buyer and trying to get a successful sale of your property. So you really want to think about how you're going to offer compensation. Again, that could be a percentage of sale. It could be a specific dollar amount. Those are the real big changes that we're looking for on the seller side of the equation in 2024. Now, the big change on the buyer side is the buyer broker service agreement. So what the state of Washington is now saying is that me as a realtor, I have to work with you and I have to present certain documentation explaining the process, but then also we have to sign an agreement to provide services. So very shortly before I provide you any listings, or just after I may provide you the original listings, we need to go through this agreement and agree how I'm going to be compensated and how I'm working on your behalf. So the two main areas there, number one, we're going to determine, am I exclusively your agent, meaning you are not working with any other realtor. So I am working exclusively on your behalf. Number two, you can be non-exclusive. And this is probably going to happen more times than not at the starting point, because you're just starting to know that realtor. You want to get to know what kind of properties they're bringing to you and see what kind of service level they're providing. Once you get to the point where you're making offers, you probably want to go to the exclusive relationship. The second thing is discussing compensation. In the past, this was typically something that the seller was providing. As of January 1st of 2024, that is not required at all. And it's been taken out of those agreements. And the seller is actually negotiating the amount of commission they're paying the buyer's agent separately from the commission they're paying their listing agent to sell the house. So that is something that you definitely want to review with your realtor. There are clauses in there where obviously if the buyer or if the seller is offering that commission, they're in essence covering that for you. There's also terms in there that if the agreed compensation that you agreed to pay a buyer's broker is less than what the seller is offering that buyer's broker, there's discussion about that as well, and how that's going to be covered, or if the buyer's broker is going to change their agreement and go down to the amount the seller is offering so the buyer isn't paying anything additional. But again, these are the big changes in 2024 you need to know about. If your buyer's agent is not talking to you about this, you may want to go talk to another realtor, because this is now the law. So you do need to have these agreements in place. Things are changing a little bit. And again, a lot of these changes have been made to protect you, the consumer, and me, the realtor, at the same time. So it's all good stuff. It's just a new world we live in, so we got to do all these things. So Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you learned something today. If you have any questions, reach out to me anytime. 99% of my job is providing free information. That's what I'm here for. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach me through my website, silbarhomes.com. You can reach me on any of my socials as well. So please reach out if you have any questions. If I could ever be of any service, I'm here for you. Thank you, happy selling, and happy house hunting.